In our life, we do a lot of lip kisses, some nose kisses,
Okay.
but never any eyeball kisses.
Ew, yeah, that'd be wet and salty.
I mean, of all the things to touch together on our faces, eyeballs seems the most intimate.
Are you
Like eyes touching?
Are you leaving it open as you go in?
Oh, no.
The only thing more affectionate than that is touching our thoughts together with a brain kiss during What's on Your Mind, where we go around the room and get extra sloppy sharing thoughts with each other, starting with Brooke. Brooke, what's on your mind?
Oh my God. So we have been talking in my family about like song meanings, right? Like that songs have meanings. That's like a new thing that we're learning.
Oh, like the messaging of the song?
Yeah, like the kids, right?
Okay.
And so we're in the car and we're listening to the radio. And you know that song Players by, I always.
Coy Leroy.
Yeah, Coy Leroy.
Oh.
And she
no.
says in it, because girls is players too. Right?
Okay.
And then the B word, and then getting money all around the world because girls is. And
You
Nora-
listen to this with your children?
It's on the radio, yeah.
I know what song you're talking about.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's on the radio all the time. So so Nora in the back seat goes, "Mom, what do you think this song means?" And I'm like,
Oh.
okay. Well, and my head's spinning, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what's about like dating, you know? And she goes, I don't think so. And I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
what do
my
you think
God,
it's
right?
about?
Whoa.
And she goes, I think it's about girls can play soccer too.
Oh,
And girls,
yeah.
Right? She's right.
Girls can be all the players that boys can be in sports.
Yes.
And I go, yeah, that's it. And she goes, and I think that the money part is about how girls should be paid equally to boys.
Yes.
Yes.
Nora,
Yeah.
you are right, girl.
So now, it was just so sweet and so endearing.
It's
and
about women
so,
empowerment.
Yeah.
That's right.
I
That's
love
right.
it.
So, Coy Leroy, thank you.
Yeah.
Girls are
Thank
players
you.
too.
Girls
That's
are players
great.
too.
She's
That's
definitely
right.
your daughter.
I want to
love
hear Nora
that.
break down Baby Got Back. What does that one mean?
Girls are allowed to also have backs.
Yeah.
Okay,
Means
my mom.
I got your back.
Yeah. Being a good friend.
And it's about snakes
All
and
right.
anaconda.
Jose, what's on your mind?
Well, I went to the doctor recently to check on my blood sugars, as I
that's
do all
great.
the time.
Yep.
And I walk into the main lobby, and there's a male nurse wearing scrubs, and he stops in his tracks, and he's like, "Oh my God, are you Jose?"
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm
nice.
like, "Yeah," and then he says, "Bro, I love your show, dog."
And you guys are in the lobby?
In the lobby of a medical of a hospital. Literally.
Do you love it or are you embarrassed?
No, he starts swearing like crazy.
Oh.
He's like, "Bro, you bleep, oh man, blah blah blah." He was so excited, right? So
Wow.
I'm like taken back, but he's excited. I'm like, "Dude, thanks for listening, bro. I appreciate you."
Meanwhile, all the elderly people sitting waiting for their appointments.
Some people really looked like their eyes were like, "Oh my gosh." Anyway, so I thought it was endearing. Okay, I was taken back. I go to the room they want me to wait in.
Yeah.
Okay, and guess who comes in to take my vitals? My new buddy, my new
Excited male nurse.
Yes. And so he sits down, and I can't tell if he's just like super nervous or if he's just new.
Yeah.
Because he's going down this list of questions that I've never really been asked before. Like, he starts with like, "Are you sexually active?" And then the questions are getting weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
To eventually he's asking if I'm on birth control.
If you're on birth
If I'm on birth control, and I'm like, is he gonna ask if I'm pregnant? Like, I don't
Yeah.
what is coming next.
And when was your last period?
No,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, I'm like, bro, this is like very, normal for me. I'm here like once every couple months. Anyway, eventually, by the end, he gives me a bro hug.
Okay.
He swears some more.
Okay.
He tells me how effing funny how bleeping funny our show is and how this is
Okay.
amazing.
I love it.
A lot of support.
Yeah.
And then he leaves me to wait for the doctor, and I am just like so thrown off by this. Was that cool or was that not cool? I don't understand.
Oh my
but-
God.
I've never met anybody that actually likes our show. Like, this is weird.
Especially in the medical field.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel you, Jose. Like, I had an OB once that was a big fan. And
Oh,
I'm
really?
like up in the stirrups, and he's like,
personal.
so, about that second date. I'm like, I don't feel it.
This is the time. Anyway,
Not the time.
Yikes.
it was weird, but it was pleasant. So
Yeah.
shout out to him.
I'm glad you're not pregnant.
Alexis, tell us what's been on your mind.
So I was out at a bar with my friends over the weekend.
Yeah. Of
And
course.
I was trying to get, throughout the night, I was getting everyone to do this little, TikTok I wanted to make, okay?
Okay.
You just had to do, a dumb dance. And we
Fun.
had a table reserved, and this, random guy had been sitting at our table for a while alone. We didn't really notice. And then I saw him and I asked him to do the TikTok, okay?
Okay.
And he refused. He was like, no, I don't want to do it, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
If you're
Like
gonna
most
sit at our
people.
table,
Yes.
you have to be fun.
Thank you, Brooke. I
Yes.
literally looked at him and I said, if you're going to be lame, leave. Like, do what I say.
Yeah.
Don't sit here, okay?
Aggressive.
I mean, that's
know.
one way to say it.
Alexis, when she drinks, is just a nightmare.
I did say that,
New
and it felt
person.
kind of bad. And then, I get up and I go to do my dance portion for the video,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
God.
doing it, like kicking my legs, and then I noticed apparently my car key flew out of my pocket into the bar behind me
Oh.
and was like lost in the crowd.
No.
But you know who gets it is the guy I called lame. He crawls through the bar, gets my car key, and brings it back to me.
Oh, that's
And
so
I realized
sweet.
I'm the loser, not him. And I realized that in that moment.
But you still made him do the TikTok dance.
He
though,
actually
right?
did do it after that. Yeah, I did peer pressure.
You got him on
Yeah.
board.
So I got on board, but yeah, sorry if you're listening.
Yeah.
You just beat him into submission.
Yeah.
Basically, and I got my car key back.
It's a
There
good
you
way.
go.
It's a good way. All right, Jeffrey, what's on your mind?
People on this show, they give me a bad time about everything.
Yeah. Alexis,
Literally
laugh before you
everything.
finish
That's
your
funny
sentence.
because you never give anyone a bad time.
Well, it's
So-
especially things that they think I should be doing, like checking my emails,
Yeah.
reading my text messages,
Yes.
Yeah.
knowing when our show vacations happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
how
is
do you not
actually
know?
crazy.
Like,
It's
we look forward to those.
I look
Literally
forward to
planned out
work.
for the entire year.
So what I'm about to say is for all those Jeffrey, I told you so-ers.
Uh-oh.
Because I was leaving the station the other day. I was driving home, and I may or may not have been speeding, and I get pulled over.
Oh, no.
So, couple problems. You know in the movies where the officer walks up and says, "License and registration, please."
Yeah,
that's usually
you didn't
what
have
happens.
either.
You
did
know
you?
they actually do that in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally
Yeah.
And
protocol.
I was not prepared.
Uh-oh.
Didn't have my license or my registration
What
with
are you
me.
driving
Jeff,
a stolen car?
Is your registration just not in your car?
Turns
glove
out
box.
I had not re-upped my registration for about a year.
It's expired.
You have
And-
expired plates, yo?
And the officer shakes his head and he's like, "Well, what about proof of insurance?"
Oh,
And I
Jeff.
said-
Yeah, like an app, right?
Proof of
No, Jeffrey.
Are you joking? Have you never been pulled over? Is this because you've
Yes.
been
I am
driven
s-
around in a limo
Yes.
your whole life?
Because I'm a perfect driver. That's why.
Oh.
And yeah, I didn't have car insurance at all.
What?
Oh, you don't have it?
Literally haven't purchased insurance for 3 years, which I blame my mom for because she usually is the one that reminds me or pays for it or both.
You are a
bro.
grown-ass man.
That
Now-
was...
You don't have insurance
Dude,
on your car?
When I started on the show, I was too broke to afford it. You can afford it, bro.
Well, you know.
He's a big waste of money.
Jeffrey, do you have health insurance?
Well, we'll
Who
see.
knows?
We'll see.
If I get sick, I'll let you know.
How do you
Okay.
get on Alexis for not having her
real?
life together?
Yeah.
After
this
all
is
I've heard.
The registration is mostly Brooke's fault because Brooke knows that co-hosts are supposed to remind each other about stuff like this. That one's on you. As for my
happened?
missing
What?
license,
Did you get arrested?
I left that at the radio station out on a desk just free for the taking. So yeah,
Oh, boy.
probably should have gone to jail.
Yeah.
But instead, this sweet officer, who was also named Jeff,
Oh.
Hey, you guys bonded.
well, and then when I
don't
told him
even
my
tell
name
me.
too, he didn't believe me because I didn't have
Of course.
identification.
Okay,
But
let me guess.
he took pity on me.
He did not. He better have given you a ticket.
He wrote me, "Thanks, Brooke."
Wow, bro.
Do you know how many tickets I've had in my life that I've never gotten out of? And I have all of those things.
He did write me a ticket for $185.
Oh.
And he said, "Dude, get your life together."
Yeah.
And that's the message I want to forward to everybody in
Wait.
this room and to
To
all of
us.
our listeners. Take that to heart. As we listen to your phone tap coming up next, I want you all to get your lives together.
I think we're all.
Okay.
And also change your name to Jeff because it pays dividends. That's what's on our minds.
You are a hot mess, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I got my car insurance now, so
you?
look at me.
Look at you.
Doing it right.
$200 ticket later.
Phone tap's coming up right after this.